Where are you going?
I'm Arya Stark. I'm going to kill Queen Cersei.
The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones Season 8 video. In this video, I will go over what one of Game of Thrones actors said about the show's ending during their recent interview. I found this to be very interesting because they finally revealed what they wanted to happen during Game of Thrones' final season. Game of Thrones actress Lena Headey shared how she wanted Cersei Lannister's story to end. She actually revealed the dream ending she had in mind for Cersei and Jaime Lannister's final scene. Now, some of you might actually recognize the idea she had in mind because there were a lot of fans who wanted this to happen as well. It was a theory that everyone was sharing before HBO aired the final 6 episodes. It involved Cersei, Jaime, and another fan favorite from House Stark. Now, back in 2019, Lena Headey revealed how she was not happy with the last season of Game of Thrones because she did not love what happened during Cersei's final moments on the show. If you ask me, Cersei was wasted during the final season because she basically sat on the sidelines for most of the episodes. Well, in her new interview, she gave more insight into how she actually felt about the show's ending, when she admitted what she really wanted to happen in Cersei's final scene. The Emmy-nominated actress said her dream ending would have been for Arya Stark to surprise Cersei by confronting her while disguised as her lover/brother Jaime. She also said, "I think all of us cast members had ideal endings in mind for our characters, to be honest. And that's because you start trying to write the story yourself, and Maisie Williams and I would fantasize about a Cersei and Arya showdown, that she would come back as Jaime. I would have loved to see the look on Cersei's face while she's sobbing as the Red Keep collapses around her. She would have had a sudden but short moment of relief as she discovers her lover and brother Jaime has arrived to hold her during those final moments. Only those feelings would have then immediately evaporated when she realizes Jaime's actually there to wrap his fingers around her throat. It would have been so much more satisfying to watch her die, thinking it was actually Jaime who ended her life. Now imagine the fans' reaction when Jaime walks away from her dead body, only to then remove his face and reveal himself to actually be Arya Stark. I find it interesting that Maisie would have liked this ending also. Now, some of you might remember when all the fans were discussing this theory before the show aired its final season. There were a lot of fans who wanted to see Arya Stark use her Faceless Men skills to wear Jaime's face, sneak into the Red Keep, then end Cersei Lannister's life. It could have made for an amazing scene, because it would have brought together so many different aspects of the show. Obviously, we finally would have seen Arya wear another face, something I think most fans wanted. Not only that, but it could have also fulfilled the Valonqar prophecy, by having Jaime, albeit in a roundabout way, murder his sister. It would have been a much better death for Cersei and Jaime as well. I don't think there were very many fans who liked how Jaime and Cersei died. We also could have avoided that dumb scene where Jaime says he did not care about saving everyone in King's Landing. So, I do think this would have been a better option than what Dan and Dave gave us. Not to mention, I almost forgot, Cersei was also on Arya Stark's hit list.
Joffrey. Cersei. Walder Frey. Meryn Trant. Tywin Lannister.
Arya would have been able to scratch another name off that list. It would have made so much more sense than having Arya defeat the Night King. As we all know, the Night King was never directly connected to Arya's story. She did not even know the Army of the Dead existed until Season 7. It was Jon Snow who was connected to their story from the very beginning, when he volunteered to join the Night's Watch in the very first episode. If you ask me, this was always meant to be Jon's destiny. He wanted to join the Night's Watch to guard the realms of men from what lied beyond the Wall. He was the one who gathered everyone together to fight them in the end. He was also the one who had face-off after face-off against the Night King. Yet Dan and Dave thought it was a better story to have Arya defeat him. Her journey, from the very beginning, was vengeance for her family. That's why she made the list after all. The Night King was never on there.
Your list?
Of people I'm going to kill.
Jon should have been given the Night King, and Arya should have been given Cersei, unless Jaime killed her, or Arya did it wearing his face. As we all know, Arya was already right there with the Hound. Imagine if they walked up those steps together while inside the Red Keep, the Hound searching for his brother, while Arya stalks Cersei Lannister. It would have been a double whammy because Cersei and the Mountain both were still on Arya's list.
We come across my brother. Maybe we can both cross a name off a list.
Now, after Lena Headey reveals how she and Maisie Williams wanted the show to end, she says, "That was our dream." But they went in a different direction. She did clarify how she understands the show's creative team was under a lot of stress with the final season, adding, "I think in hindsight, everyone understands. You're in it, and you've been so invested. There's a moment of why, but I absolutely get it." She then goes on to say she also moved on from the franchise as a whole, revealing that she can't watch House of the Dragon as it's just too weird. She noted how she doesn't miss the show itself, but she misses everyone that she used to work with and had gotten so close to over the years. You know, as I've said before, Game of Thrones actors will continue to reveal more of their honest feelings about the show's ending as we get further and further away from those final episodes. We've already heard so many other actors admit to not loving how Game of Thrones ended. I hope more of the actors will say how they actually wanted the show to end, rather than only saying they didn't like it. As you can see by the interview, she said, "I think all of us cast members had ideal endings in mind for our characters, to be honest. Because you start trying to write the story yourself, and Maisie Williams and I would fantasize about Cersei and Arya having a showdown, that she would come back as Jaime. I would love to know what ideas the other actors had in mind for their endings. Hopefully we will find that out one day. Let me know what your thoughts are about this new interview. Would you have rather seen this ending, or do you still like the original? Leave it down below. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you again very soon. Bye.